Well, hello again, cooks. This is Chef Agriterra coming at you from the kitchen, and today we're going to do some spring rolls. Alright, little spring rolls from scratch. No, we're not going to make the actual rice pancakes or rice paper. Those we buy. I'm going with the Blue Dragon, but any spring roll paper, rice flour, tapioca flour, water and salt, and Bob's your uncle. Alright, I got some regular mushrooms here. I'm going to put in some shiitake mushrooms. I'm going to saute these up. I like to overcook these just a tiny bit. I want them very, very flexible. We want them to roll around inside when we start rolling that up. So, we'll do that. Get these things cooked off, and then we're going to work on some shredded carrots. I don't know if you can see all this. You know me and my camera work, people. Goddamn photographer's afraid of COVID, so he won't come around. She. We got some organic mung bean sprouts. We're going to saute up as well. I'm going to put some string beans in there because I like them. And I'm making the call here. So what we're going to do with each of these is we're going to flavor them a little bit and then have a little bit of sauce at the end of the day. And we will soak our spring rolls and bring them to life. So right now I'm going to add a little bit of ginger. Alright. I have some ginger, ground ginger powder here. So I'll throw a little bit of ginger on there. And I'm going to dash it with a splash of soy sauce. I probably should not have these things on the counter. We should have them all ready to go. Now it's sauteing in a little bit of avocado oil, but you don't need to buy that. You don't even need to buy the sesame oil. It's a nice authentic flavor for it, but if you're just going to try it for the first time, no reason to have sesame oil on hand if you don't use it. Okay, so I'm going to check back in when I'm putting on the other vegetables. And then this is going to be a vegetarian spring roll. Meat, shrimp, chicken, pork, those are all popular to go in as well. But, alright, back in a second. Okay, we're back. The mushrooms are done. Now I've got some, I got the bean sprouts, I got the carrots, and string beans, green beans, and for the green beans, I cut them up bite-sized, because if you have a full long green bean and you bite it in a spring roll, oh, I don't know, 50-50 the whole bean comes out, and then you look a little silly with the bean hanging out down over your chin. So, I mean, if you're into that, that's fine. Don't cut the beans. But, and don't cut the cheese while you're at it, I guess. Alright, I put that in there for shooty. So, we're going to cook this all down now. This has a little soy. It has a little of the avocado oil. And instead of ginger, we're going to take and throw in some minced garlic. So it's kind of a dried version of the garlic. You know, not too much. It's strong. Dried version, strong. Well, maybe a touch more. You know, I want them to taste it, for God's sakes. Don't argue with me. Alright. So, this is pretty much all it's going to be. Now, normally we would saute up some meat to go with, or fish, something else. And we're also not going to fry these spring rolls. You can. When I have the finished product done, then you just drop that in a little bit of oil for a couple of minutes till the rice pancake gets golden brown, and then you just pull her on up. That's it. Alright, let me set up the wrap. Okay, so now we have the rice paper. All right, this is rice pancake. That's actually what they're calling it. Very hard, very firm, very fragile. As you can see, very easy to just shatter on you. And it will also do that while you're making these. So a little bit of, just take your time with it. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of this and you're going to just throw it in some warm water. And that's all, just a little warm water. And you're going to let it roll in there for about 15 seconds. Unless it decides to become a little difficult on you. Okay? Let that roll around in there. 15 seconds later, and has anybody got this on the clock? So this goes, now see, it's just like a sheet right now, very fragile. I'm going to lay that down there like that. We're using nothing fancy. We're not using a rolling mat, you know, they have to make sushi or anything like that. We're just going to use a couple frying pans, 3 to be exact, and vegetables or meat or something like that. But essentially, we are just going to take, what are we going to take? Alright, take a tongue. Make sure we get a little bit of all of these lovely little juices in here. And I probably do this wrong, as those of you who make these much better than I do can attest to. But I like to do it on the end, close to the end, and then we'll just take and we'll roll it. It gets rubbery. This is where it tears. Alright, so pay a little bit of close attention to here. And then this will wrap. And with a rolling mat, you get it nice and tight. But you don't have to go out and buy a sushi rolling mat just for this, right? Folks will tuck it over and fold them in as they're rolling so it gets tighter. I don't know, you can just kind of tuck it underneath like that. We're not restaurant serving here, right? That is one. And what you do, you can put this in the fridge and serve it cold with sauce, or you can serve it hot with the same sauce. Now for sauce, I'm going to just use more of the same. Now I have ginger in here, and I have garlic in here, and soy sauce, and the vegetables, and a little bit of avocado oil. So what I will do now is I will take some powdered wasabi. Let's see what we got. Looks just like that, and that is basically horseradish. Okay, and it packs a bit of a punch. All right, so I'll take that. And I will add it to some soy sauce. Just a little bit of light sodium soy sauce. Really, maybe we just put this in view. It's like you're listening to radio instead of watching TV. Right? See, back in the day, we had this thing called radio, and you had to plug the tubes into it. All right, so we got a little bit of that in there. We'll drop a bit of this soy sauce onto it there. All right. And then that just gets, it'll just get mixed in. Alright. And we're looking for that color. Remember, the wasabi is very strong. So, you'll have to check it on yourself. I'm sure most people have had sushi. You know what that little green ball of fire is on the side of the plate. Another nice thing for these spring rolls is you can throw some rice in there, some sticky rice. If you have a nice rice maker, those things are great, but, you know, I don't know. If you don't eat rice, there's no reason to buy one. But that's it. You get a spring roll, you cut that in half, and fridge them, and serve them. So it's very easy to make these things, and you can be very intricate with them and very inventive with them, and you don't need a lot of toys, all right? You got your soy sauce. Well, you don't even need that. You put whatever you want in it, and it's just really the rice paper, all right? And the soaking, you've seen it. They're all in the same aisle in the supermarkets. Buy yourself some rice pancake and knock yourself out. All right, that's all I got for you.